Hey guys, what's up everyone? Welcome to Young Titan World. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today we're going to be talking about the finale of the amazing show that I've been pining on over and over and over and over and over again. We're talking about freaking Doom Patrol. Yes, the finale has come. I mean, not exactly the finale, more like closer to the ending because it was so legitimate. I mean, I've watched it from season 1, which was back when I was in the university, having no idea how I was going to carry the titan of laptops from my class to my room and back to class again. So I guess you could say that throughout this entire journey, there's no one that accepts the changes of the Doom Patrol more than I do. Now, let's get into the facts. The endings are like where we've gone to. I should say that I'm no longer surprised about the amount of fuckery that is presented to us when it comes to Doom Patrol. I mean, at first I thought it was going to be the cussing that takes the throne, but it seems like they've gotten creative. And when I say creative, I'm talking next level type shit creative. They got the choreography, they got the singing, the musical. I fucking love the musical, okay? Season 4 is just absolutely masterful. It's just the words do not even come close. It's like I cannot really in words express how mind-blowing season 4 was. It was just so fucking insane. In between Cliff singing about jerking off and all the songs, not really all the songs, but even the fact that I got to hear the Doom Patrol theme in one of the musicals, it was so heartwarming, at the same time funny as hell. And I gotta say, nothing has made me laugh more than Doom Patrol. I really do love the fact that they have caught all the sides of the circle. Not only do they talk about grief, they also talk about instances where, you know, it's okay to be mad. It's okay to lose yourself in a role. I don't know, it's like every single real life situation that could even happen to a person, even though we're talking about freaking brains inside robot bodies. We're talking about multiple personalities that shouldn't even exist on that scale. Even when we're talking about women that could actually change their shape and form, even if we're talking about Rebel women that can feel like a piece of shit and actually look like it, is very remarkable, all right? Throughout this entire time, Doom Patrol, as always, I've always been like a little bit on the edge about them because I never truly accepted them, especially because of how my boy Cyborg looked like, and obviously his expressions, the person that he is. Every single detail about Cyborg was always throwing me off every single episode of Doom Patrol. I don't know, but I really couldn't accept his version of Cyborg, and when he decided to go for the synthetic skin, I don't know if I liked him better or worse. It's like, I mean, the phony ass Cyborg gadgets aren't there anymore, but you're still putting me on the edge, bro. The point is, I never got to a decision about my boy Cyborg, and maybe it's I've been a little bit hard on him. His story kind of checks out. I don't know if it is his acting or the person that he is. I don't know. There's just something about his character that thought maybe he's black. Maybe the reason why I don't like him is because he's black. But it can't be it. It can't be it. It's a little bit crazy for me that I accept all of the pieces of the Doom Patrol except for Cyborg. even though his story seems way more complex, I mean, it seems complex, it's just not like over the board complex, it's like you're dying, your dad saves your life, but he uses technology to save your life when he could actually have gone for another experimental option. Therefore, he looks like the bad guy who was trying to turn you into a weapon. I get that, there's a complexity, but it kind of feels like he was always been pissed off for the wrong reasons, all right? Doesn't feel like he's not really appreciating how far he's made it. And I don't know. I guess if put in his situation, if I was the person who was turned into a cyborg, I would be more appreciative of what has happened to me rather than be pissed off that my father turned me into a weapon of mass destruction. I could literally hack into anything, do anything that I want. I still reserved my sense of taste and smell. I mean, I'm a fucking robot that can access anything that I fucking want, bruv. I can make calculations that could cause freaking quantum computers to go extinct. Okay, I understand why I don't like his character, because he doesn't want to appreciate all that he can achieve. He's just like a whiny ass bitch. Hey, you got shit, and you ain't using it, and you're complaining that your dad turned you. Fuck him. Anyways, so him aside, which is probably one of the characters that I hate in the Doom Patrol, Cliff, he's like my favorite person because he's so fucked up, and he doesn't hide the fact that he's fucked up. And as a person who's trying to make a change in every single episode, we realize that there is this one step forward, two steps back kind of vibe going on. And, when you're trying to make a change, it's not like instant. It's not like you wake up one day and all of a sudden you're a changed person. And that's what I see in Cliff Steele. It's like he's constantly in his own way trying to make an effort. But the effort is hard. It's hard. All right, that's what sometimes people leave out of the entire expose of how to change. It's hard. All right. I mean, yeah, people say it, but experiencing it is an entirely different thing. When people say that shit is hard, they don't really go into detail. They're like, shit is hard. All right. And it's like, oh, okay, maybe it's hard for a little while and then everything gets better, but it's not the truth. Everything is fucked from the beginning. It's only after days and probably a considerable amount of time that things get easy. And that's what I see in Cliff Steele. And I like the fact that even in those moments that we get to see his selfishness, the moments we get to see him crumble and fall under the weight of his own conscience, even though he's even considered as a simpleton, he still has this entire life that he's trying to put together. And it's crazy. It's crazy how much he goes through and how much he's considered as this steel wall that can be broken when he's literally the most broken in the team. Probably. It's like him and freaking Jane are like, they're competing positions. Now, I'm not gonna talk about the Mummy, because the Moody Mummy, he's not really, I don't know how to put his situation, okay? It's like, he's a kind of version that I can be. The person who would want to live the life that doesn't bring attention to yourself, that doesn't cause fear or panic. It's like the kind of life that you would live if you could let everyone else be happy except yourself, which is kind of like a really interesting detail, because most of the time when we're kids or when we're teenagers or at any point in time when we're growing up, our families mean the world to us, and we would not want to do anything that puts them in the wrong way or put anything in their view that is distress. I mean, that brings distress or something like that. And that's what I see. Like, he decides that he's gonna just hide the truth of himself and decide to live the life that his people want. But eventually, the lie that he tells himself completely fucks up every single person that he's trying to lie for, and just makes things worse. So I guess his character is the kind of character that I could see in myself, but I very much would like to avoid. I would never want to be that kind of person who lies in order to make other people happy just so that I don't come under the radar. I think I've already covered Rita Farr. Or I haven't covered Rita Farr. I think Rita Farr is one of the only ones that I haven't covered. But Rita is basically very different. She is like pretty much in tune with keeping a straight face or just being absolutely confident wherever that she finds herself, and it makes her character pretty much solid. But unfortunately, it's not something that is completely, how do I put this? It's not something that's completely her persona. She struggles with identity, and most people struggle with that too, because they always know that if they don't look a certain way, people won't like them. And if people don't like them, it just means that more difficulty for them to adjust into society, and that makes it incredibly difficult for people to go. And I guess in a way, I do also relate to that, because at a certain point in time, you start linking the way you look or the way you are to how people would view you. Whether you have a great mindset or you are a great person, it becomes very difficult for people to look your way because you see yourself as someone unqualified to be in front of people. And I guess Rita just embodies the whole idea of what you look and what people think of you. And I think that's fascinating. But that's going to be it for season 4. I do love the progress that has come from season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4. And I can't wait for season 4 to be done so that we can look more deeply into all their characters. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys like and subscribe to the Spotify, as it helps the channel. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for listening. Young Titan out. Thank you. Bye.